Good afternoon, everyone. I wanted to introduce myself, not as famous as Melissa shared. I'm just a gal who loves Jesus, Young Living, serving others, especially when it comes to wellness. Those of you who don't know me, my name is Heather DeJong. I am a wife of 30 years. I have 3 boys. We live on a little lake in northwest Iowa with my 87-year-old father-in-law. Today, I'm here to talk to you about, what were we going to talk about? Oh yeah, memory, because sometimes it just needs a little help. Seriously though, has this ever happened to you? Like you'll go into a room or you'll put something in a spot that you're like, I want to make sure I know where I put that. I'm going to remember where that's at. Or you walk into a room and you're like, why did I walk into the room? That all has to do with our memory. So this is a topic that's pretty close to my heart. I have some family that have had some memory issues in the past. My husband's grandmother had dementia. My dad just passed away a year ago in July from Lewy body dementia. So I want to keep my brain functioning as best as I possibly can. And Young Living helps us with a few things that they have to be able to do that. So first I want to talk to you about our brains and what it has to do with our memory. Our brain is an essential organ that controls many body functions. Your brain receives and interprets all the sensory information you encounter, such as lights, sounds, smells, and tastes. Your brain receives information from your 5 senses: sight, smell, sound, touch, and taste. And it all brings about in your memories what you've been around, like around you. Our brain enables our thoughts, our decisions, our emotions, our movements, our memories. And it also is part of our flight or fight response, which is also to do with stress. The memory is a continually unfolding process. Initial details of an experience take shape in our memory. The brain's representation of that memory then can change over time. With time, the memory can either grow stronger or fainter. Just depends. As we get older, our memories aren't as good as they were when we were in our 20s. I know I can attest to that. And I just told my husband it's just because I have too many things going on up there. I can't contain and remember everything. He doesn't agree with that, but that's what I'm sticking with. So what are some things we can do to keep our brain healthy? You can sleep 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Get 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. Exercise. Limit your alcohol. I'm not saying you can't have alcohol, but limit your alcohol. Eat a healthy diet of fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats. Another thing you can do is crossword puzzles, jigsaw puzzles, word searches, anything that keeps your brain active and going. I'll just give you a little side note. We decided to do every Friday night, we're going to do family game night at our house, and we have a freshman. And he's like, you ain't going to play a game with mom and dad. I said, how about we play Clue? Clue. Okay. Simpsons Clue. So we've been playing the Simpsons Clue game. I cannot tell you how many games we have played with him, but it keeps your mind going because you have to constantly think, okay, what room do I want to go to? Who do I think it is? Who has that card? Who has this card? But it just keeps your memory sharp because you're like thinking, okay, nope, I was already there. Instead of looking at your paper, you're trying to remember. So it's good for your memory. A strong social network can also help your brain health. Now, my husband, he would not agree with this because he thinks I'm on social media way too much. But it's actually good because it can help decrease stress, it can help lower your blood pressure, and can also increase your lifespan. The brain's important and we need to take care of it. So besides the things that I already shared, we have a few things from Young Living that can help our memory. So one of the things I'm going to share with you today is MindWise. MindWise is a supplement that is powerful for cognitive support, and it also loves on our cardiovascular system. It's an amazing synergistic complex of omega-3 fatty acids, CoQ10, vitamin D3, and turmeric, and a bunch of more other ingredients. I'm going to put a preface here. There's some words in here I do not know how to pronounce, so bear with me. So CoQ10, they support the brain, memory, and focus, along with our cardiovascular system in many ways. It supports healthy blood flow and oxygenation. It can also help support healthy blood pressure, which good blood pressure, blood flow keeps the brain active because our brain needs blood to continue to go, just like our heart and every other organ in our body. It's got turmeric in it as well. Turmeric loves your brain. It helps to improve your mood and memory of older adults, and kids as young as 4 can take MindWise. MindWise is great for support, for attention, and memory. Some of those amazing brain boost benefits of turmeric are credited to the antioxidant in its bright orange root, which is the turmeric. It also has omega-3 fatty acids, which support and feed your brain, your heart, your joints, your immune system, and so much more. Sorry, my nose is running today. Each type of fat that works differently. Notice every time you're getting fatty acids from Young Living, they come from a unique source. That layering is huge. The body doesn't make omega-3s, so they must be obtained from our food or from our supplements. Omega-3s are a key component of cell membranes, providing structure and helping our cells interact with each other. They are especially concentrated in the brain, and the eyes and DHA levels are particularly high in the retina. Additional antioxidants in our mind-wise come from things like pomegranate, acai, rhododendron, which is just powerful for our brain, our heart, and pretty much every cell in our body. Alpha GPC, which is also used for memory, thinking skills, and learning. In Europe, alpha GPC is a prescription medication for the treatment of Alzheimer's disease. I did not know that until I did some research. That is actually pretty amazing. In the United States, alpha GPC is only available as a dietary supplement, and it's mostly produced in products to promote improved memory and cognitive function. Alpha GPC seems to increase a chemical in the brain called acetylcholine. I told you there's some words I can't pronounce. This brain chemical is important for healthy memory and learning functions. And then you have ALCAR, which is, I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. It's ALCAR. Go look it up if you want to know how to pronounce the actual word. It's used to help with healthy memory and cognitive function. It helps with energy and clear thinking, and it releases occasional brain fog, because I know I've had plenty of brain fog, and I'm sure you have too in your day. It's also got sacha inchi oil, which is high in healthy omega-3 acids. It contains heart-healthy proteins, fats, fiber, micronutrients like zinc, calcium, magnesium, potassium, and phosphorus. Sacha inchi also supports brain activation, attention, and memory. And we also have some more things. This little packet's packed. It's got MCTs, which are a quick source of energy. Your heart and brain love those energy sources. Now, the oils that are in MindWise are lemon, peppermint, fennel, anise, and lime. Now, I've tried this before, and I thought it tasted terrible. But there's actually a sweetener in this. It's called monk fruit. And monk fruit is actually the sweetener. Gives it a light sweet taste, but it's healthier than just sort of like a regular sweetener they could add to it. How do you take MindWise? So the initial dose for an adult is a packet. It comes in packets, like a whole box of packets, or it comes in a bottle. So the dosage I'm going to tell you is if you would have it by a bottle. So the adult dosage, you take 2 tablespoons once a day for the first 7 to 10 days. And then for a maintenance dose, you take 1 tablespoon daily or as needed. Adults should follow the initial dose schedule for 7 to 10 days, followed by the maintenance dose. If you have kids between 4 to 12 and you want them to take this as well, they can take 1 to 2 teaspoons once a day. If you have the bottle, make sure you shake it well and refrigerate it after you open it. If you have the packets, I just kept mine in the cupboard. I don't know if it's been a while since I've taken them. I don't know if they would taste differently being in the fridge or not, but I still would shake it up. I mix it with my Ningxia because, like I said, I'm not a fan of the taste. So next thing we should be drinking every single day, you guys should know this, is your Ningxia Red. Ningxia Red comes in packets or it comes in bottles. I prefer packets because we're a family that's on the go. Do you know that Young Living did some clinical trials with Ningxia Red? They studied 160 adults for 60 days. Those studies showed that drinking Ningxia Red reduced daily stress by 23%, and it also improved mental well-being. Stress and the brain do not go well together. Ningxia Red can help improve cognitive well-being. It contains antioxidants that help fight against free radicals that can cause mitochondrial DNA damage, which is responsible for providing cell energy in our cells. It also contains polyphenols, which protect and strengthen synaptic responses in the brain and nervous system. Ningxia Red also strengthens the brain's neurotransmitters against pervasive free radical activity, helping to fight against forms of memory loss. Now, if you've never drank Ningxia Red, grab yourself a packet. 2 ounces a day is what's in a packet. Or if you don't do packets, you do bottles, you measure out 2 ounces a day. It's best served chilled. I would give this to my if I had little ones in the house, I would give this to my 1-year-old because it is so good. Everybody needs to drink Ningxia Red because it's so good for the body, and it's also good for your brain and your memory because our brain is important. We need to keep it healthy. Last thing I wanted to share with you about is brain power oil. I did not know about this oil until after my dad was diagnosed with Lewy body dementia. And so I looked into like brain health, what I can do. This is a blend. It's sacred sandalwood, cedarwood, frankincense, melissa, blue cypress, lavender, and helichrysum. Now you're probably wondering how you use it. I actually just take it and put a couple drops like on the crown of my head and on the back of my neck. And the days that I don't do it, I notice I'm not as like quick thinking, like things just don't come right away. And so that's definitely, I definitely notice the days that I don't do this. It's a little spendy, so buy it with points. The reason this was made, Brain Power was made, it was formulated to promote deep concentration and channels physical energy into mental energy. Many of the oils in this blend are high in sesquiterpenes that increase activity in the pineal, pituitary, and hypothalamus gland, which are all, you know, you got to think about, some of those are in the brain. These oils can help clear brain fog, especially related to exposure with toxic products, because we're all, even though we've got this lifestyle going, we're all still exposed to toxic products in our environment. I love to probably, there's another place you can put Brain Power on your VitaFlex points, which is on the tip of your toes, and it'll actually help you to have a very productive day. And I'm going to share a roller recipe with you with Brain Power. If you don't want to just put it on the top of your head, it's called the Super Focus. It's 10 drops. In a 10 milliliter roller is 20 drops of Brain Power, 10 drops of lemon, 5 drops of cedarwood, 5 drops of peppermint. Now that sounds like a lot. And then you just fill the rest with carrier oil. You roll it on your big toes, behind your ears, and on the inside of your wrists for a super productive day. So I hope that helps some of you, just give you a couple ideas on what to be able to use to help support your brain and your memory. Because it is, as we get older, I can see with living with my father-in-law, who's 87, there's little daily tasks that he forgets to do, you know, or just like that. But as we age, our brain shrinks and gets smaller. So it's important to keep our brain health as healthy as we can. So I'm going to be going and grabbing some Ningxia and putting some MindWise in that, and I will finish the rest of my day. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to comment below or whatever. Thanks for hopping on today, and I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day and you learned something new today. Bye.